are about to learn one of the biggest secrets in the history of the world. It's a secret that has huge effects for everyone who lives on this planet. Your true wealth is your time and freedom. Money is just a tool for trading your time. It's a container to store your economic energy until you're ready to deploy it. But the whole world has been turned away from real money and has been fooled into using currency. A deceitful imposter that is silently stealing your two most valuable assets, your time and your freedom. They say that money doesn't grow on trees, but the truth is that the modern banking system creates currency far faster than trees can grow.
The marketplace could care less how spiritual you are, really. They don't care that you can pray, quote scripture, and that you go to church every Sunday. Marketplace rewards one word, and that word is success. Because I believe the Bible is the #1 success book of all times.
Is that the only way to prove your credibility from this point forward in your life is to add value. And it is the value that you add to the marketplace that establishes your credibility.
People can usually trace their successes and failures to relationships in their lives. That's an absolute fact.
This is the world today. There are people in the world with too much money and not enough time. Okay, I guarantee you a lot of us fit into that category of just, not enough time on our hands. But then there are people in the world with, not enough money and too much time. And the question is, as they are around the planet, how do you tap into that cognitive surplus? I call it a cognitive surplus, right?
And so one of the things that we have to understand is regardless of what level of effectiveness you are operating on, there's always a way and a place and an environment in which we can make ourselves more effective by increasing our efficiency.
Yes. Welcome. This is Marketplace Venture. It's a new program which I've started purposely so that we can be able to address some of the mindset you need to have to grow and develop, the right skill set you need to build for yourself, and much more the right tool set you need to have for your success in the marketplace. This is none other than Coach Collins Bolo coming all the way from Mombasa so that we can share, we can learn and get experiences from people who already are in the marketplace and doing one thing or the other. Someone once said that it's only the fools who say experience is a good teacher, but learning from the wise and other people's experience is wisdom. And that's why today we are having this episode and this program so that we can be able to learn from other people. What have they done? What are they doing? What do they have? If you will learn today, it will help you in one way or the other to become a great success in your field of marketplace, in your area of career, in your area of passion, in your area where you can put your energy and you can create your own fortune. Kindly, if you can be able to hear me from any part of this world, you are probably in diaspora, you're in one of our cities in Kenya, kindly just send a word, send a notification, tell us where you are tuning on from. And I really appreciate very much. Right now, I'm happy there's someone called Edna Momo all the way from diaspora in Saudi saying, I am in. Thank you, Edna Momo, all the way from diaspora, even joining us this day. If you're there in any part of this country, just share with us something. Tell us where you're watching us from, and we are going to be very happy, very excited together with you in one way or the other. Today, I have two guests with us in the studio. Last time, we had international speakers whom actually we are sharing some of the trainings which they've been offering towards success in credibility in business. And today, I'm going to have two other guests who are going to be with us live. And they're going to tell us how digital platform can help us today to have great achievement in our businesses. One, and two, how it can help us to have the most important asset for our life. That is time for ourselves, time for our family, and much more, great wealth success in one way or the other. So one of us will be talking to us. Actually, I'll be inviting her just to greet us and to tell us who she is and what she does in the marketplace. This is none other. It's one of our own Kenyan who is very potential, very energetic. This is one of the person whom what she has, if you'll be able to know and get connected with her as far as your business is concerned, your life will totally change. Most of the time she's so silent, that's why I've decided to buggle her out of where she's always silent so that she can get to you what will change your time for yourself, your time for your family, and progress in your business. Let me welcome Masindemo into our studio today. Karibu sana Masindemo.
Thank you very much, Reverend Collins Bolo. It's a privilege to be here, and I really appreciate this opportunity. Yeah, so just like he has said, yes, I have been dodging, but I'm glad I'm here, and I'd like to be able to share just a bit before we move in. My name is Masindemo Mjomba, as he has said, and by profession, I'm an instructional designer. Working with Prime Voix. And my career background is in information technology with a bias in human resource and accounting. Yes, thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm really happy to have you. As you have been saying, you have been dodging, but there to make sure extract you out from where you are hiding yourself so that people can get advantage of the quality of skills you have, so that in one way or the other, their business can accelerate within the shortest time possible. And this is really great and really nice. Okay, I appreciate. I can see Kakbolo on ground, one of our former speakers in our Rebuilding Family Foundation, expert in safety. Thank you, Kakbolo Moses Bolo from Nairobi, even as you have joined us. This is really nice, excellent, and also very much encouraging. Someone else I've seen his message popping up in diaspora. Let me wait and see it. Yes, our next person also will be joining us today. I'm trying to look at his face. I'm not seeing it from behind the scene. He's one of the best digital marketers we have in our country. In fact, he's one of the first Facebook digital marketers in Kenya. And he's another person, you need to know him. You need to know what he does. And if you're a business person, you want to grow your business, it will be a disaster if you won't be able to know him. It's none other than Shwahib Timimi. Karibu Shwahib Timimi.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Collins Bolo. Good to have Masindemo here too. Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. I'm Shwahib Timimi, founder of Indigenous Growth Training and Consultant. What we usually do is there are so many businesses and entrepreneurs who enter into the business world, but then they found themselves that they are not able to market and sell what they have online. And that is where we're coming in. We are mostly doing trainings for entrepreneurs and business owners, and also consultancy work for businesses. So that is what we do at Indigenous Growth Training and Consultant. We help businesses get more customers, get sales, and make profit from the online world. So many people today think that just because you have a Facebook account, Instagram account, you have a website, that means you are a digital marketer. That is not true. That is way, way different from the reality. A lot of people think and believe that as long as I can post content online, then I can market what I have. You posting content online will give you likes and shares and comments. But what will come to your bank account is the results of you knowing and understanding how to market your product or your service online. So what I'm trying to say is there is a big difference between creating content and posting content online from also marketing what you have online. That is where our specialty is at Indigenous Growth Training and Consultant. Thank you, Reverend Collins Bolo.
Welcome, Shwahib Timimi. I'm really happy and excited Viewer, where you are right now, if you can be able to hear me, you can be able to get us. Today, you're going to get a challenge between getting likes and views against putting your bank account loaded. Which one has more value? Which one is more important? That's why marketplace venture comes in, so that you can be educated, you can add knowledge to yourself, and not only that, you can make your bank account become better. Now, basically, we have a digital marketer and we have an app developer today. Why are these people important? Why do you need to know them so that your business can become better? Now, we talk about business, they're in different dimensions. Talk about businesses whereby you want to identify a need, give the solution, and you make money. And I believe not only that, there are even other areas of our life whereby these skills can be extremely important. Masindebo, why is it important for people to understand the existence of app developers in our country, Kenya? Especially at a time like now when our president is so much, he wants the digital marketing platform even to take over our country. That's very key and important. Let's start with you, because you're an app developer and people need to know we have people in Kenya, in Mombasa, who can do this work excellently. And maybe you can share with us some of the apps you have developed.
Okay, I'd like to first just give you a bit background of where I started and why these apps are very important, including the software. So to date, I'm actually working with individuals and business owners to help them to develop custom-made software and also applications. Now, there's one thing most of us have not understood. We have different kind of software. There's one that is called application software that is used to help specific tasks, while there are programming softwares, which are supposed to help you with an all-round kind of system for managing your businesses. So what is happening here is that you may find yourself in a position where either you're in employment or you're running a business. The business is actually your baby. And if you're running a business, or rather, if you're in employment and you have a business, we usually in Kenya, we call them side hustles. You may want to be able to manage this business, but you're not available to be there. So what this application software does is that it keeps you on toes. You're able to know what is happening in your business despite your absence. So that is one of the key things. And I'll just take you through what I had to go through. In 2017, I moved out of employment and I decided to start a business. And having my background in IT and human resource, I did not have any background on business management. And I had specific questions about how much am I supposed to pay myself in terms of salary? And what kind of resources do I need, both human and material? I also wanted to know what is my business worth in real time? Right now, am I making a profit? Am I making a loss? How do I manage cash flow? On top of that, I have my family that I have to manage. How do I manage all this and still have a business that is running well? So I developed an app that is called Take Stock. Now, Take Stock is an all-inclusive system that helps you to manage your business in different areas. In this sense, it allows you to be able to know the kind of what they called the kind of customers who need your products. The same system can be able to tell you how many products you have at that particular point. Once you have sold, the stocks are able to reduce. You're able to bill your clients through your phone. You're able to know your bank balances on immediately, just while you're having your phone. Then it also has an accounting section where you're able to tell how much you're spending in each and every area of your life, because it allows you to define your line items. For example, this is home use, this is business use, this is tithing, this is giving. So it's able to break it down for you. And then it also allows you to manage the human resource. That is, if you have more than yourself as staff, you're able to have a point of sale system. and gives you different levels of users and permissions for the system. So all inclusive, you're able to know. Sorry? As I told you in my previous episode, sorry. Can you still hear me? Okay. So, yeah, so that is one of the softwares that I was able to develop. And then the second software that I was able to develop is one that was relating to school, because I had to figure out how, for me to be able to make profits, I had to increase my sales and decrease all kind of costs, both business-wise and at home. And the school software system was able to help me to know exactly what was happening in school for my children. I went into the school and set up a system for them. So I was able to know my children's balances, everything that is relating to my children, including assignments and yeah, including assignments, if I had any kind of balances and how they were performing in school. Then in addition to that, there's another software called Books Hub. Now this one was particularly important because it was very expensive to keep on buying textbooks for my children. In Kenya, we have to buy, most private schools, you have to buy books. And I had to find a way to reduce this cost. I thought about, why don't we get parents exchanging books? And so I set up a system called Books Hub, where you're able to just log in and post the books that you have. For example, you're in grade 3, you have children in grade 3, and another parent posts books in grade 4. All I have to do is log in, find that parent, meet up, and exchange. So that really reduced the costs. And the last system, actually 4 of them, is a personal system, one that helps me to manage, to discipline myself in terms of expenditure. So what happens is, every coin that I receive, it was able to split it. It was able to split the amount of money depending on my needs. And it did not allow me to withdraw beyond what I had assigned for each item. So what I'm trying to say is that there are different kind of developers who can be able to create software. And now what is happening out there is that there are different kind of softwares, but they are very rigid to our specific needs. So what I do is that I listen to what specifically you need, and then I customize a program for you, specifically for you or for your business. So I believe from what the president has been talking about, and us all moving into digital world, we really have to be able to understand how this software business works. And what I would like to share is, what are some of the considerations you have to have when deciding on what software to use. And this include, first of all, does one already exist? If it does, how much are you paying for it? Is it meeting the exact needs that you have? If it does not, that is where I come in. All you have to do is just let me know, this is exactly what I need. I design it around what you need. And then you get exactly what you need, that will be able to help you increase your profits, reduce your costs.
Good, great. So in other words, what you're saying is this: here I am, I have a hardware. My hardware has a lot of items to be sold.
Oh, yeah.
Now, at the same time, I need to know what is moving out, what needs to come in. I need to know the amount of money coming in, amount of money moving out. At the same time, I need time with my children, and I need time with my wife. So what you have come up with, it can help every parent to have time with each other and to have time with their children while they are making money. And there's a system which is actually like the big brother, watching and seeing each and every activity happening within the business premise.
You have summarized it absolutely well. Yes.
Yes. That's really key, because I remember sometime with me, I love business, but I don't like business which ties me down. Like I have to do stock taking each and every evening. It really bothers me. I don't like it at all. That's why I don't like selling things except health products alone, because it's one box, it's gone, and I know it is gone. And you have a system for that. Now, meaning that people who are doing businesses like hardware businesses, people are doing business like in a pharmacy, and they spend so many hours in the pharmacy and they're losing their families. They have good news through your app's development.
Yes, completely.
That's very key. At the same time, you are saying that for parents who have children, you have come up with an app which, if your child is going to the next class, instead of running up and down in the streets of Mombasa and Nairobi and you start buying new books, there's somebody's child who has just finished with those books. They don't need it, but you have a platform whereby they can offer to you what you need, and you can offer to another parent what they need. At the same time, through exchanging, making the stress level of the parents to move down.
Exactly, true.
Great. That's really nice. We'll be going back to pick one up as we move on, as Timimi comes in, about the issue of giving actually hope for business. Because as a marriage therapist, it's unfortunate that most of the men who are hardworking and spending so many hours at their workplace and trying to become CCTV cameras so that things do not disappear, they're losing their wives and they're losing their children.
True.
Because in their desire to make money, they miss having time with their wives and they miss becoming good models for their children. But now what we are telling them through the marketplace venture, we have people who can get to them and develop for them customized app, which will now give them hope to get back to their wives, and from their homes with their phones and their laptop, they can be able to see everything happening at the workplace.
Exactly.
I think I got it very well. Thank you very much. While Mercy is really helping us to understand the dynamics which will make us to get back to our family and to grow our family, then digital marketing becomes extremely important. And today, most of the Kenyans are running to become content developers, but they're still not making money. They're just hearing stories about others who are making it as content. They call themselves content developers, I think, if I'm not wrong. Why do they need to understand digital marketing for them to make their wallet become better? Shoaib Timimi.
Okay, thank you once again. There is a lot of misconception that is usually going around about digital marketing. One thing, it's because of what I said, the word digital. Nowadays, people think that just because I have this application on my phone, just because I have a smartphone, then I'm already a digital person. So whatever word that is going to come next, it doesn't matter to them. If it's a digital marketing, if it's digital softwares, if it's digital business, to them it is the same thing, one thing and the same. But we have different things which usually use the same word, digital. You see, most of us, the best example I can give you is something like a watch. Most of the watches that we have are either analog watch or a digital watch. Digital watch are the ones which have numbers, just like the numbers that we are seeing right now. Or the analog ones are the ones that have, you will find things like arrows in them that goes around. That exchange of analog to digital is what confuses a lot of people. If you are good in the analog world, you'll also be good in the digital world. Meaning, for you to be good in digital marketing, you first need to understand what marketing is by itself. Then you will be great in digital marketing. Even though I'm a certified digital marketer by profession, I always tend to believe and tell people something like this. There is nothing outside there like internet marketing. What we actually have is marketing in the internet. The internet is just a distribution channel. The internet is just a platform. You are supposed to market in the platform. So many guys and youth in our country, they usually fail, and businesses too, when they come online because of what? For you to come online, you need to be able to have this thought and also the skill and the tool, which we love to call them as the mindset, the skill set, and the tool set of digital marketing. What these people usually come with is only the thought, the idea, the skills, and the tools of an entrepreneur. And we have to understand this. Entrepreneurship and marketing are two different roles. You can be an entrepreneur. Anyone and everyone who has an idea to start a business is an entrepreneur, but not every single one of us is a marketer. So you can be an entrepreneur. You can be good in your marketing.
Actually, it's like an evangelist who is preaching on a ground with nobody except animals and expecting that people get born again.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, so it's like that. You need to understand the role you're playing in. You need to know what is the time that I'm supposed to think, behave, and live as an entrepreneur, and where does the line ends of entrepreneurship and the marketer line starts. So where the place of marketer line that starts, we take it from there as Indigenous Growth Training and Consultant. We train you, we train your team members, we train your company, we train your organization, understand what marketing really is. How should you market what you have online and not just post content outside there that is just going to give you likes and comments and shares and not seeing any growth in your company or your business? When you understand that, and when you know that there is a difference between content creation and real digital marketing, that's when you'll see results, that's when you'll see growth, that's when you can be able to scale and reach the levels of the business that you want to go to.
So that means you can be a very good content creator, but a very poor digital marketer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really important.
I love to look at it this way also. A very lame thing that so many people have nowadays, just because you have a photo or you have a camera and you can take photos and post them online on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, you think that you are a digital marketer. That's wrong. You're just a photographer. Or if you have same camera and you start taking videos and start posting them online, thinking that you are a digital marketer. No, you are just creating content with videos. You're just a videographer. So it's same. You need to be able to know and differentiate between the content that can market and sell and the content that can just be posted for the sake of likes, comments, and shares. That is just one part of digital marketing, by the way.
Thank you. That's really great and really nice. I don't know where you're watching us from at this particular point in time, but we are getting some very good, important information. It is possible you can be a good content creator in form of video, photos, and information. But what makes your account not to grow? It's because somebody has not taught you the aspect of marketing and using this marketing in digital platform. And that's where Indigenous Growth comes in. This organization exists to teach you how what you are thinking about, what you have come up with, you can use digital marketing platform to make it known. And in response, your account can start becoming better. If you can get us today from any point of the world you are in, kindly join us and give us your feedback. Right now, Bolo says, hello to Mimi. That's Moses Bolo is giving you his greetings, Timimi. We have someone else, Daktari Wameo, tune in.
Hi.
Somaliland. That name of Somali word, Gaga says, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm very happy that Wameo, all the way from Somaliland. Yes. Joining us, we have someone else on ground. Barnabas Kobo Olari, also our presenter yesterday in our program, says, following this interesting conversation. Now, we have also ministers of the gospel like Pastor Barnabas. How can the app development and the digital marketing help him as a pastor so that some of the good work they're doing, people can be able to know it positively, and then they can have positive influence in the community? Because these are leaders, and some of them, like Barnabas, I know, is a good leader who has a lot of influence in one way or the other, is impacting lives. At the same time, we're expecting a lot of returns. To you, Masindebo, you have business people listening to you, you have men of color who are listening to you, or ministers of the gospel and other group of people. How can these apps penetrate to all those diverse groups of people?
Okay, thank you for that. Now, depending on exactly what they usually want to use, for example, you can have an evangelism app that you can be able to use to record yourself. And then all of this can be used to also be placed on platforms through which people are able to listen to the word. That is one of the ways. Another way is that one of the apps that can be designed for them is to be able to have a database of the people that they usually speak to. Because once you create a database for this, you're able to reach out to more. And not a good way of using it is called, what is it called? Where you pick, you just select a group of people, and these same people are able to evangelize to more than to refer. Yeah, so the referral system, that's what I wanted to say. So we create apps that can be able to help you to refer from the same people that you have, and it can penetrate to so many other people that are already on your list. So any kind of information that they are able to record, they can be able to place them on app. We can convert all of this information into different formats. You can create videos out of them. You can be able to create audio versions, depending on what needs to be communicated out there. Now, once you're able to do this, we place them on, you can be able to place them on the right platform. Now, this is in connection with also with digital marketing. So from our end, we're able to set up the app for the preacher. They are easily able, they can easily access every kind of sermon that they have had. And then also it helps them to arrange the sermons themselves accordingly. And in case they need to reach out to a particular set of, for example, we can group the people they're supposed to, the people we're supposed to be listening to. For example, we have a group of youth or teens or the elderly. So there's a particular sermon. We set them up. You have the database, create the content that needs to be shared. And then from there, we work with marketing and it's out there. Then you're also able to get feedback from each and every person still through the same app. So it simply gives you a click, it's a click away in case they need to ask questions. For example, you've already told someone that this is the way that you should go for you to be born again. So maybe someone would be on their own would want to ask, for example, what does this mean? So this is something that can come back to the person who is evangelizing, and they are able to create feedback that can now be shared out there, not only to that person, but to every other person, because similar questions could be needed for different kind of people. Yeah.
So that one means it is very much possible with customized app, even for a religious organization. Like now, the government of Kenya, since the issue of Mackenzie, they are so much on churches. Churches need to pay their taxes. The financial records needs to be known. The number of people attending the service each and every Sunday need to be known. So it means also with the knowledge you have, you can actually develop, customize for a religious institution an app which will give them all the administrative details, one, and also ministerial operation. So that if in case of the board, the leaders and others want to know those details, for example, if they carry a demand from this particular church about the details about their finances, with a click of a button, everything can just come up.
Yes, that is very true. I'm actually working with one church, and yes, you got it out of me. That they're also using that for accountability. And apart from ministerial, they're also able to sell books online. So it's all inclusive. Yeah. So for accounting purposes, for evangelism, and also for selling of books online, both audio and visual.
Good. That's really encouraging, because once people will be able to know, that's what I was saying from the word. These guys need to know who you are. They need to know the kind of services you have, so that they can come. People can come either to get the services which they need and they can enjoy. But much more than that, with indigenous growth, they can literally train all kind of organization. I remember some years back during the era of politics, there's some politicians who wanted a system which can help them in their party agendas to be known. And digital marketing became a very big platform which helped them in politics. It's helping people also when it comes to businesses, but also religious organization can be helped very much. To me, maybe you can enlighten people to know how powerful digital marketing can go to all groups of people, whether you are religious, you are in politics, you are doing business, how this knowledge they need to get from your institution can help them very much.
Okay, so nowadays whenever you talk with people about digital marketing, the only thing that they get to understand, and the only thing that they get to be told outside there, will always go back to two things. Number one, you need a website. Number two, you need to be on social media. That's it. Most people think and believe that digital marketing is when you have a website. If you have a website, you're on digital marketing. If you are on social media, any platform, you are doing digital marketing. Others will even be told you're supposed to be in social media, especially like Facebook or Instagram, and start boosting your posts. I usually tell people, if you want to give free money to Facebook, keep on doing the boosting. If you want to give free money, you just continue doing the boosting. You should not do that. There are things that need to be done before you do boosting. Okay, so how will this digital marketing help businesses? It can be organizations, it can be communities, it can be politically, it can be spiritual, anything that you do, whatever business you have. It can be small businesses at home. If you are selling cakes, you are selling clothes from home, or shampoos, or whatever you are doing, and up to big organizations that are there. You just being online and you just having a website alone, it's as if you're having an office somewhere, but no one knows your office. A website without people coming to the website, a website without it being marketed so that individuals can know where you are and come to you, it's like an office that is not visited by anyone. That's one. Number two, on social media platforms, usually what happens, I believe so many ministers and so many organizations and companies, they have platforms, they open pages on social media, but this is the reality that they don't know. Out of every 100% of the people you have, only 3% of these people are actually shown what you are posting there. So from every 100 people, only 3 people are seeing what you have. 97% of your followers, they actually don't see you, know your post. It doesn't matter where you are. It can be on YouTube, it can be on Facebook, it can be on WhatsApp, it can be on Instagram. Everywhere, they only show a small percentage of people. That percentage of people, it's only 3%. Now, what do you need to do for you to get it from 3% to 10%, 20%, 100%, or even more than those who are actually following you or they have subscribed from you. Whenever you ask people, they will think of the issues to do with post. And that's why I'm saying boosting your post is not the right thing. There are certain things that we need to optimize first on your account so that organically you can reach more people. Then if you want to spend to advertise to others, we can do that, but not with boosting. So for example, I know you mentioned the man with the collar right now. I don't remember if he was a reverend or if he was a pastor, but what I can say is this. We can target and we can, yes, Barnabas, we can target and we can actually know the people that he follows and take that data or that information, take the same information to the social media platforms, just one place, social media platforms. And social media platforms can actually show us or give us similar audience who have the same characters, same beliefs, and same attributes like the people you already have. Meaning, if it's business, we can target customers similar to the ones that you have. You are not going to be getting customers who are going to not wanting to pay you, or customers that are not interested with what you have. We will target specifically the people that you want to serve. That is how powerful digital marketing can be. That is how powerful digital marketing already is, because every smartphone that we have in our houses, every laptop, every iPad and desktop, whatever technology that we use, it's actually being tracked right now. And by the power of data and digital marketing, we can target the people that we want inside their houses, inside their rooms, without even going to them.
Really interesting. Actually, what you're trying to say is someone with a website and does not have the knowledge of marketing is like a man who is winking one of his eye to a lady in a dark room. There will be no signal transmission. There will be no signal transmission. So the intention is good, the activity is excellent, but the darkness has shattered everything. And it is true. Actually, that's what's happening to many of our people. We have very good products, we have very good services, but we are not getting what we need. Then those who try to do it, they do it wrong. They're going to talk about boosting. Like if you're boosting the sale of a Pro Box to clients who want Mercedes-Benz, you're just contributing your money to the platform, which is another common problem, again, which we are addressing. And that's why this calls us to this particular point for those who are listening to us right now. Knowledge is powerful and applied knowledge is extremely powerful. Indigenous growth through the marketplace venture exists to bring on board people who can train you, can train your organization, whether it's a business organization, religious organization, on how you can develop right mindset for your area of domain. They can give you the right skill set and the right tool set so that your work can become easy. We are no longer in the era of hard work for returns, but in the area of smart working, or if you have to work hard, you're working within your area of passion for your own growth and development so that you can have returns by the end of the day. And now that things are becoming more challenging since the time of COVID, more people will get to stress and depression because they'll be using a formula which is outdated because of lack of the right knowledge for business today. Digital marketing exists for that. But as much as you are going to learn more about digital marketing, what about if someone can develop an app which is customized to the kind of services and business which you're doing? That two combination becomes extremely powerful. And as Marketplace Venture, we're not just getting these people on board just to talk about what they have, but also intention is to create an atmosphere whereby you can sit down and you can be trained at very minimal amount and see how your business is going to change, to grow, and to develop by the end of the day. Really nice, really great, really powerful. Back to you, Masindemo. What do the viewer today needs to understand more about the power of the skill which you have for the marketplace? Before you get that, we are getting more feedback. Anita Rita, she's saying amazing. Thank you, Anita Rita, for your feedback. I'm very happy. Please subscribe to our channel. Click the bell so that you can be getting every signal whenever we have our event at any given time. We have someone else on board, blessed Celeste Bolo. That's my lovely queen, saying good job. Thank you, Celeste, all the way from Nairobi. I'm happy and excited to have you on board. More people, give us your feedback. How do you feel about this information coming from our own people right in Kenya, Mombasa, the entrance to our country, Kenya, from the time memorial? Why do these people need to know what you have, and why must they look for you? Masindemo.
Thank you. Now, I am looking at I'm looking at you as a business owner. I'm looking at you as a business, a person who's looking forward to getting into business. And there are certain questions you may be having. For example, if I was to run my business, do I have any kind of business? Do I have a business background? When you decide to take up a customized kind of system, we get to understand, I get to actually sit down and understand what kind of business do you want to run? And what are the kind of resources that you need that will help you to run this business? For example, is it a sales system that is it an invoicing system that you want to have? Do you need accounting? What are those kind of tools that you need that will release you from the burden of actually sitting down with a pen and paper and writing down what you need? So like I've said before, there are quite a number of apps that are out there. But first of all, some of them need for you to sit down and go back to school and ask for you to be taught. But I want you to imagine you're in a position where you have actually thought about the business you want, and you put it down on paper, and I give you an app that does exactly what you want. If you're looking for that kind of thing, that is exactly what I do. I listen to your needs. I even advise you on what is out there. This reduces the time that you spend on learning how to run a business, so that it can also help you to focus. For example, you're a lady, you want to be able to sell bags online. There are different kind of systems. Like we have already said, you can put out a website there, and not many people will get to that point. And that will always be on the front end. But on the back end, are you making money? You need to be able to understand, are you making money? Because I'll give an example. There's a lady who does hair products, and she kept on complaining. Okay, she kept on talking about how she's making money, but she cannot seem to understand why she doesn't see this money. She cannot see. She just doesn't have. It's not in her bank. It's not in her pocket. And I told her, let me design a software for you, which was able to calculate how much you're spending on manufacturing, how much you're spending on transportation. She was able to calculate how much, at what point would she be able to restock, and how much money she was receiving against the manufacturing process and delivery. She realized her profit literally per month was 2,000 shillings. And after this, she was able to come up with now data-driven decisions, because now she was able to know, I'm only making 2,000 shillings. No, I need to increase my profit to this much. So I need to adjust the fee that I charge for these products. And at the same time, she was able to reduce the manpower. This actually helped her very much. So what I'm trying to say is this: you want your business to grow, we need to sit down, look at exactly what you need, customize to your needs, and then reduce on the costs, increase on the profits, and you're good to go. Yeah, so that also gives you time to with your family. For me, that is very key.
Yes, yes, yes. Very important. If you can have time with our family, our wife, our children, while we are making money, I think that can be the best gift for our time today. Because men are working too much. By the end of the day, they die early and they leave the same wives for somebody else to come and marry again. It's a disaster. It is a disaster. There's no gain. Children are growing up without the presence of their father and mother. By the end of the day, they become crooks because they missed a mentor from their home. Reason is they are looking for money. I'm very happy because with that platform, it means now man will start looking for us because we have created a channel and a funnel for it. Timimi, why do people need you now? And why do they need your services for their business and organization to grow?
Okay, I firmly believe that if you have a product or a service that is useful and valuable, then you have a moral obligation to do everything possible to market it and to sell it to everyone. That is what I believe on. And something else also is that whatever we have and whatever we do, truly as an entrepreneur, truly as a business owner, do you think that you've exhausted all the potential that you have, all the resources that you have, all the marketplace that you can reach, and all the customers that you can sell to? The reality is no. There's so many people outside there who are in need of your products, who are in need of your service, and there is a simple way that we can reach them, we can target them, and we can sell to them. First thing that I'll advise you to do is you can come to our office if you're in Mombasa, or you can go through our website. You can check it out, diginesgrowth.com. You can get our contacts and we can have a free consultation with you. We don't charge for a consultation. We need to know what problem does your business have. So if your business is not growing, just like our body, if your body is sick, you need to see a doctor. Same thing over here. We will not tell you you need to have a website or you need to be on social media. No, that is not true. Prescribing to you what you need to have before even knowing what your wants and your needs are is a wrong way of giving you a solution. We need to diagnose. That's why the first step that we always advise people. Sometimes we do get people who come to us and they say, hey, we saw you guys online and we are interested for you to show us how to market online. That's right, but still, we have to do a consultation with you. Our consultation usually is free. We'll go through we'll go through your business, see what you are doing, what you are lacking, what are you performing better that we can increase, and what we can bring in on board. Then we'll advise you on the second step on what you need to do. But all in all, if you believe that what you have is useful and valuable, again, you have a moral obligation to market it and to sell it to anyone and everyone that you know. Thank you.
Thank you. That's really great, really nice. I can see people are actually responding to the great information which you have come up with. We have for Marcin Demo, are you there? I can see like you have freezed. Can you hear me, Marcin Demo? Okay, as she gets back, I think like she has freezed, maybe it's a network issue. Timimi, I know your platform is so powerful, and today I can see there are several religious people in this forum, and some might be questioning, can digital marketing help them to get more people flocking in their church, to have more people coming for their crusade or their seminar? Because I think that will help them as their clients, so that as they come for training, they can know actually they're coming to get tools just so they can help. Because religious institutions like churches, they are both organization and organism at the same time. And as an organization, their products, which is the people, must know the kind of services prepared for them. And each and every organization as a religious institution has its own target group in one way or the other. Can this platform, can the training which they can get from business growth help them at that particular point?
Yes, the training can help them very much. It doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as you want to reach people, the training will help you because the training focuses on the specific and the exact people that you need. But there is a big misconception outside there that so many people don't understand. Again, I'm saying this, just because you can post something online, that doesn't mean you are doing digital marketing. Why am I saying this? Because the biggest thing that I always get and see, especially to do with the churches, and I don't want to say churches and you think I'm biased, but that's a big number of type of things that I've already seen. Somebody will go to a graphic designer and they're going to create for them a poster that they're supposed to have it like, or a flyer that they're supposed to give it out. And the person who is in charge of the social media for the church will take the same poster and put it on Facebook. That is like you taking a radio station advertisement and put it on TV, or a newspaper advertisement and put it on radio station. It doesn't work like that. All these medias need to be treated differently. And a big number of people, they still don't understand how to work with the medias that we have currently, the digital medias that we have. That's why we are saying again, it doesn't matter which organization, which company, what you have, as long as it's something that is useful, as long as something that is valuable, and you want to reach more people, then we can help you, we can train you to reach as much as the number that you're looking forward to.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's very key, very, very important. And it will help. Maybe I can give just a bit of an idea. Pastor is organizing a major conference. And in that conference, he decides to get more people who can come and attend. But how can he be able to have a system which will identify the kind of people, the kind of the behavior he has, so they can be reached and they can actually know about the type of conference they have. For example, if a pastor is organizing for a conference, then he does the boosting, and the boosting goes to all people who are Buddhists. It's waste of money because those are not the targets. Those are not the targets for the conference at that particular point in time. But once they have this special training which you are offering, and I thank God because we have been working together for the last 14 years, it will help them so that they can get to the point of trafficking the right people for the right functions they're going to have. So like right now, you know, there's James Imbo is watching us from Voi. If today James Imbo in Voi, he wants to organize for a conference, then it is easy for him to send the signal for the conference in all the areas of Taita. And the kind of people who needs to attend this conference are the only ones who are going to get the advertisement about the conference, not the advertisement for the conference going to somebody who wants to buy clothes and there's a need of buying clothes. Then he's getting an advert coming about a conference which will be taking place in probably Praise Chapel in Voi. And once people get to understand this, it will help them, because today technology can help to make our work even become easier. And I'm happy because Marketplace Venture actually gives the awareness so that people can connect with the right practitioners, so they can be trained, they can be helped, and they can become better. I don't know if Masindemo is still struggling to get back on studio. However, Pastor Barnabas was asking this question for Madam Mercy. Once you develop a customized app, does the developer maintain some control over it, or does the transfer that transfers to the client? Then the second question he was asking is, how costly or cheap is it to get this service. She's not yet back in, but I'll make sure that she's going to give you feedback. But one thing I know from the way she's been talking, it is not that expensive. It's very much affordable. You can pay yearly, you can pay monthly, you can agree with him depending on the kind of agreement which it can really help you in one way or the other. We have another digital marketer, Brian Bolo, all the way from diaspora, saying, I'm tuned. This is a great conversation. Very nice and very well. We have another person attending all the way from Kitale, Moses Simiu, saying, I do timber business, but I feel exactly how the Honorable just described her friend. Learning. Thank you, Moses Simiu, all the way from Kitale. It is true, at your age, you can get very exhausted, but we have something which, if you learn, it will make you to enjoy moment for yourself, time for your family, at the same time making money. He says, just as the lady said, thank you very much. I really appreciate. It's exactly 1 hour. We have still more to come on board. What are we going to do? There's a lot of things coming up. We'll be having a great exhibition. One of these days will be a free exhibition where Indigenous Growth, a massive company, my company, will be inviting people to come just for free and learn what can change and bring a great revolution in your business. When you'll come in at that time, I'll be meeting with you as an expert in psychometrics. How can I help you to get the right staffs to work in your organization for you to get the best kind of product from a human resource point of view? And much more, if you're a parent, I'll be able to help you to know how I can assess your children, and you can know from the age of 11 years what their intelligence level, the speed of their brain, their personality makeup, and much more than that, which career can they be naturally suitable for as far as their future is concerned. And by doing this special assessment to your children, which is part of my expertise, we'll be able to come up with a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 15-year plan, and 25-year plan from where they are, and they become better. If you learn from the expert, you're going to get experts' results by the end of the day. Thank you for joining us. Don't miss next week, as we are going to get more experts coming in. Timimi won't be far, Mercy won't be far. They'll be coming in more and more to educate us and to help us. One of the things which Timimi one of these days will be coming to tell us is how you can come up with a goal plan as you move from one level to the other towards meeting your major goal for life, which will be great. So make sure that every Thursday from 8 to 9, we'll be here with you. Today we started late due to technical issues, but we decided that we have to do something, and the record, you can follow it back again and again. Thank you. Amel is saying, thanks. We're saying thanks so much, Pastor Bolo. Great insights. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Every time you're in Kenya, you tune in. Right now, we are in Somaliland, and you're still tuning in our program, Marketplace Venture. Tomorrow, don't miss it. From 9 to 10, prime hours, we'll be having Rebuilding Family Foundation. And tomorrow, we'll be talking about wise decisions a couple can make. Last time I talked about stupid decisions. Tomorrow, you're on wise decisions. Don't miss it. That may be able to know what are some of the wise decisions you need to make as couples so that your marriage and your family can become the best. Let me tell you something. Your family should be heaven on earth. Your relationship with your wife and your husband should be one of the best you need to have on earth. But for this to happen, we need right mindset, right skill set, right tool set. God bless you so much. Let's connect again next week, a time like today, and we learn more. From me, Collins Bolo, and Shuaib Timimi, good night as we connect for next time.